So I thought about just re-uploading last year's video and seeing if anybody would notice. Pretty naive last year, getting excited for a bunch of games that had no chance of coming out in 2016 as predicted. And now I'm struggling to come up with things to bring up for 2017 that aren't just the games from last year again. But we have seen more of them, so on top of talking about some other games, we can also see if I'm still hyped for what I brought up before. So let's try and get this done. Nio, Why-o? You look so fly-o. Nio just keeps looking better and better, going from something that looks cool to straight up one of the games I am most excited for. Nio looks like Dark Souls, but with like a narrative and a combat system. Okay, I'm being a bit cheeky. This is one of those cheeky videos you've heard so much about. Don't get me wrong, Demon Souls and Dark Souls, masterpieces. But I've always been interested to see what a tough-as-nails action RPG like them would be like with a real character as the protagonist and some more traditional, more intricate hack-and-slash mechanics. Give me some combos, give me a strong leading man and some hot ninja babes. I was worried that Nio might be too much like Souls, and it might do that thing where you just kind of wander up to characters and stand there looking at their idle animations with no production value. Not because they're incapable of giving the game some production value, but just because, well, that's what Souls does and they get away with it. Instead, it's got these bitchin' cinematics with a story influenced by real events. About the first Western samurai, William Adams, who arrived in Japan during its isolationist period and became an advisor to the big lads in charge. Only in this game, he also fights demons. It seems like back on the PS2 when games were good, that every other title was some historical Japanese thing, so I got mad nostalgia for the setting of this game. This title is brutal, much harder than Souls even from what I played of some of the earlier demos. So I'm up for a hardcore experience, and with a proper protagonist and story to go along with it, hopefully give me some motivation to push on through its extreme difficulty, this might be up my alley more than even Souls. Or Team Ninja might shit the bed again, who knows. Nier Automata. Everyone keeps asking me what I think of the demo for this game, but it's like, it's a free demo. Do you need your opinions validated that badly? It's not like I'm an authority on Yoko Taro games. Oh yeah, but I guess I'm kind of the platinum guy now, alright. Automata is playing damn slick, on point, but I feel like everybody is kind of getting ahead of themselves. Because it's a platinum game, peeps already getting out their graphs and calculators and abacuses and shit, trying to determine how pro-level technical character action the combat is going to be next to the Devil May Cries and the Bayonettas. But the thing is, this is a Nier game, so first and foremost it's going to be a genre-bending fantasy RPG about collecting 500 swords, and only second a technical action title. And I would kind of rather have that than another platinum game that's just a bunch of hallways and shmup sections, as much as I like those titles. I hope that first and foremost it's just its crazy self rather than being some super balanced fighter. And it looks like from other footage that indeed it's gonna be filled with a lot of zany Yoko Taro stuff, which is good, because I think it's those elements that are really gonna add to this title rather than Platinum's own flair. In terms of swordplay, it just seems like they've taken their two favorite mechanics, the counter and the timed dodge, and combined them together. I see what you did there. You think you're gonna get away with this? Whatever the case, it looks really pretty, runs really nice, cutscenes are a bit choppy, but you know, I'll get over it. One of the best parts of this demo is that Platinum have finally adopted custom button mapping. The camera options are actually pretty insane. This is like the most intricate camera control menu I've ever seen. Did someone on the team watch my Platinum video and see that huge tangent I went on about lack of camera options? Cause goddamn. In conclusion, I wouldn't worry too much about the combat anyway. It's Platinum, I'm sure there'll be intricacies. Don't get your panties in a twist. Fucking. The director Taro is still as crazy as ever, so you know, just jack me in, I'm excited. Hey, remember when I told everyone about Yakuza Zero getting localized? Well, it's taken them a dog's age, but it's finally going to be out this January. The same day as Resident Evil 7. And Kingdom Hearts. Why, Sega? If you own a PS4, you owe it to yourself to keep an eye out for this one. Impeccable presentation, involved combat, detailed worlds with hundreds of hours of activities to take part in, and a hardcore story that will push you to the limits. Don't miss it. Scalebound. Looking a bit jank. From what I've heard on the down low, the development isn't going too great on this one. On top of that, bad boy director Kamiya hasn't tweeted in a while, which for him is kind of odd, so you know, I hope he's doing alright. If the game does finally see the light of day though, I still have faith in Kamiya that it will be a good product. Purely because as one of the few people to never direct a bad game, if I don't still have faith in him, then I guess I might as well abandon all hope for anything. Come on guys, you can get it out. I installed Windows 10 for this shit, so you better make good. I just want to have a cool millennial adventure with my dragon and my headphones. Is that alright? Can I do this? And if we never see it again, like its constant delays seem to be implying, just, you know, go help out with Bayonetta 3 or something. Because I need that badly as well. Persona 5. Jeez, is it still not out yet? What a bumbling bunch over at Atlus. First you announce the game years before it's even close to being done, and then somehow you wait till the last moment to start localizing. So now we're waiting an extra 8 months to play it in English, and that's the kind of PS2 nostalgia I don't need. You guys really lost the normies on this one. I mean, there was a period where everyone was pumped as hell, but I feel like it's only going to be the diehards waiting with bated breath now. Anyway, still looks like the best thing ever, so just get it out already. You know, I want to check out some of the doujins without being spoiled, and you can't do that until the game's out. What else didn't end up coming out in 2016? The Vanillaware mech game just kinda disappeared, so who knows when that's dropping. Nobody's seen the Resident Evil 2 remake. FF7 remake probably won't be out until like 2020, but I mean, I already figured that last year. Is that most of it? Good. Tekken 7. You know, it's a good thing I completely forgot to put this on my list last year, because once again, it didn't come out in 2016, even though it's been out in arcades in Japan for a while. It's taken them some time. Another reason why maybe it wasn't on the list is because I don't know how excited I am for this one. Tekken is based, the coolest fighting game. Best music, best fighters, deep and complex mechanics, no DLC characters because Harada's the man. Every character's like a game in and of themselves. But 7, I don't know. Tekken Tag 2 is like the best fighting game ever. It's got almost every single character from the entire series playable, and obviously 7 probably doesn't. So it's already going to be a bit of a lesser package than what came before. Also, these cutscene super move things that you can activate when low on health, I mean, do we have to? Maybe they'll be really easy to cancel in high level play. I'll be honest, the game's been out in arcades for years, so you tell me. But it's just a shame that Tekken, the only big fighting game series to not have the cutscene super move crutch attack, is now going headlong into that mechanic. On the bright side though, these beats. And we know the one man who can bring those beats. Miguel. Miguel! Speaking of fighting games, Marvel's back, baby. I was never really super into the Marvel fighters. Well, this looks like it will be another fast-paced fighter addition to the series. But what I'm curious about now is that this wacky-ass title is deciding to have like a story mode, which I'm kind of interested to see because I love dumb crossover bullshit like this. I like it when a bunch of characters from different worlds yuck it up and interact. What was really interesting about the reveal of this title was Capcom's announcement on their business side that they're going to be bringing back dormant IPs. And if they're actually doing this, the smart move would probably be to announce these franchise returns alongside character reveals for this new fighting game. But who knows what will actually come out of this? Because I'm just like, you've got so many good franchises, just make some games, make some more games! So yeah, can't wait for a Lost Planet re-release or whatever this means. So what else is there? Well, I already did like a whole video on Resi 7. Gravity Rush 2. To be honest, I didn't finish the first one, but this looks like a fun, colourful romp with cute girls. Will probably be very nice for those who enjoy nice things. What else? Crash remakes? I mean, I can play them now. I already have them. They're releasing new games, but they're not new! And I'm not playing Red Dead until it's on PC. There's gotta be someone else I can talk about. Okay, let's just add someone else into the script here. Games that should have been on the list last year, but weren't. Jesus Christ. Overwatch. Blizzard decided to take an unheard of tactic in the Western gaming market and make their characters look attractive. With nice figures and big bums, a great idea and well executed. Sexy babes shoot each other while I shoot my own projectiles at home. Overwatch has a lot of porn. Everyone's already kind of made this joke already, but you know, it's still a great joke. It's still the best YouTube channel. It's still the best YouTube videos. Doom. I don't think many people thought id could turn it around and make a fun game again, but what do you know? Doom answered the question, what would happen if first-person shooters had gotten better instead of worse? It's bordering on being the technical action game of shooters. So dynamic, well done. Wow, this was a good year for first-person shooters. Titanfall 2, to everyone's surprise, had fun jumps and wasn't boring. It also had a nice robot friend. I mean, who would have really taken me seriously if I'd put this on last year's list? But I think I was kinda sold on Titanfall 2 when the words press middle mouse to time travel appeared on screen. Even without Jeff Keighley chronicling the development cycle, this one turned out pretty good. Okay, this is not a recap of last year. There's gotta be someone else I can get excited about. This video is dire as fuck. You know, believe it or not, I actually do kinda like video game. Oh. Well, that could have been the whole video. William Adams, known in Japan as Miura Anjin, was an English navigator who in 1600 was the first of his nation to reach Japan. One of few survivors of the only Dutch East India Company ship to reach Japan from a 5-ship expedition of 1598, Adams settled there and became the first ever, and one of very few, Western samurai. If that ain't the blurb on the back of the box, they're really messing this one up.